What's up, everybody? It's your boy ShowtimeDr. I'm back with your Dragalia Lost Town building guide now. Before we go on, my town is not like the creme de creme of towns or anything. It's only facility level 83, but I'll give you the basic guide on what you really need to keep track of. So, number one, always check your storehouse, especially if you're starting the game. You might have unlocked some things that you just haven't put down yet. Now, the main building here is going to be this building right here, which is your Halidom. Now, the Halidom, I'll show you the info real quick before we get into the specifics. You know, it expands the area where you can build, essentially, but also it serves another purpose, which I will show you later. Actually, let me show you right now. It'll make more sense. So eventually, you're going to unlock the Smithy. The Smithy and the Halidom are probably your two most important buildings in the game right now. So the Smithy, basically, the higher level it is, the better stuff you can craft and enhance. So what that means is, essentially, and you're going to have to farm for this stuff. Luckily, you can just click on it and see how to acquire it. But in order to upgrade the Smithy, you see it says you need a Halidom level 4 and etc. So you're always going to need your Halidom to be higher level than your Smithy in order to level your Smithy. Now, the problem with leveling the Halidom is, I mean, you can farm up all these mats, that's fine, but you need to reach facility level 100. Facility level is basically the level of upgrade you have on all your other buildings throughout the town. So, like when I come over here, so you see that it's going to take a fair amount of not only orb and other materials, but rupees. So you're going to need lots of rupees to build your town up, and then the stuff takes time, you know, like once you get it built up, it's 3 hours, 4 hours, etc. Now, the reason that I'm going over, I'll show you guys real quick, the reason that I'm going over those two buildings first is check out crafting. In order for you to build a 4-star weapon, you need your Smithy to be level 4, so thus you need your Halidom to be level 4. And to get to 5-star weapons, eventually you need your Smithy to be level 7. Now, there are whales in this game that haven't unlocked Smithy level 7 yet because, let me go back to the town here. As you can see, just to level up your Smithy from 3 to 4, once we get there, I will show you. I mean, first of all, you're going to have to be building the facility levels for all your town for every upgrade you do, but even when you do it, 12 hours. So I'm guessing the next one's going to be at least 16 hours, and then 20 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours eventually, whatever the hell it's going to be. So that is a fairly big investment. Now, aside from that, because eventually you're going to want to get to 5-star weapons, what I recommend you do early is get your rupee mines as high as possible. I actually need to go farm more of these gold orbs and some rupees, actually, in order to get... Because you really need your rupee mines to be just producing. And you need the levels anyways. And these are, overall, the easiest building to level. Now, there are, like, these elemental domes. These can be a little bit harder to upgrade. I don't understand why it keeps clicking off of it. What the heck? I must have, like, a mouse thing going on or something. Well, at some point it's going to let me click on one of these. I don't get why it does it with these. There's an upgrade I forgot about. There we go. Okay, so what these do, these little buildings, they basically give you an HP and a strength bonus to your heroes of that element, which is pretty nice. Now, upgrading these requires whatever the element is of the orb that you have. So in this case, I can actually build this one because I have a bunch of wind orbs. So, and you know, you upgrade your building. Now, another thing, well, let me finish the buildings and I'll get to that. There are some other like higher end buildings you can unlock. Once you beat the story mode, you can unlock, in easy at least, you can unlock the Wind Dragalia. Wind Dragalia, essentially, it's giving you bonus damage when you shapeshift into a wind dragon. Now, I'm assuming eventually it unlocks it for all the other elements. I haven't found them yet, but I'm sure, you know, completing hard mode or whatever. Now, this is the dragon tree, which is another one you need to be upgrading as much as possible, because it is going to give you more dragon fruit to upgrade your dragons, which is pretty nice, and increase the storage and decrease the time it takes to get the production. Now that's going to take dragon claws. Dragon claws, you got to go farm the dragon trials, and occasionally you'll get it from gifts from your dragons. And of course, it looks like my mouse freaking died up. Alright, hold on guys, I'm gonna restart. Or try to. Yeah, this is just, sometimes this app, it has lots of bugs, so I apologize for that, guys. I'm already like so deep in this video. So how's your day? Now we'll get back to the town real quick, but I'll keep my explanation going. So, you upgrade the dragon thing for the dragon tree for more dragon fruit. And so that's a really good thing to do with that. Now, there is another building. I'm going to show you guys how to get it because it's a little bit hidden. I did show it on my other video because it's part of the upgrade process. My last video was the upgrade video. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go to the shop from the lobby menu. And you are going to go to, I believe it's called Treasure Exchange, and you're going to go to the bottom one. As soon as this loads up, we'll get to that here. Gotta love it when things super massively fail in videos sometimes, huh? So anyways, guys, just in general though, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. Highly recommend give it a playthrough. I know a lot of people are turned off by certain things about the game, and it does have its issues, but overall it is a fabulous game. It is a very well laid out game. The events all make sense. They've given us lots of free currency and stuff. And overall it's been a really fun experience, guys, and especially the co-op part. You know, there is some jerkery in the co-ops when you're doing randos, but overall, you know, when you're playing with friends, and in my case, people I stream with, it's a really good experience. Now we're going to get back to the shop here. So like I said, treasure trade, go to treasure trade. Come on down to the Imperial Onslaught. You're going to want to farm this Imperial Onslaught for these badges and eventually all these other upgrades. Now what these buildings do, these are the dojos. The dojos give a percentage HP and strength bonus to heroes that wield those weapons. And as you can see, and you can have multiples of these buildings, up to 5 of each. Now you're going to have to farm up, like if you want to specialize in axes or whatever, or you can get one of, you know, everything or whatever you specialize in, and then just go from there. But this is where you find these buildings at, so you can add those to your town. Now let's get back to the town real quick. So, as you can see, I put that, my main character I'm using is an axe wielder, so I put the axe, I bought the axe one for my first one right now. And as you can see, I've put it here, and it's level 1. Now in order to upgrade it, it requires more of that currency, but that's also the currency to unlock. So I'm going to have to go farm more of that dragon stuff, and more ruppies, etc. So, and now another thing is, rather than just click like all these individually, just go ahead and hit collect all. Whenever you have stuff to collect, it'll get your dragon fruit and stuff. Now another thing you can do in this, you see this up here, you can buy additional smithworms. Smithworms are basically the amount of constructions or upgrades you can have going at one time. Now, it costs wormite, or if you're so inclined, diamantium. Now, personally, I recommend, unless your farming is ridiculous or you just have tons and tons of currency, just stop at 4. You can get up to 5. But personally, I just stop at 4 because usually you're not going to be upgrading so many things that you need to upgrade that much. But, you know, depending on how much farming you're doing for the town. If you're farming a lot and you're upgrading a lot and you're constantly running into stall, hey, buy the max, you know. That's the way it goes. And that's pretty much your town guide, guys. The town's pretty simple. You know, you can build it however you want. There are also, if you go over here to the build menu, you know, this is where all your buildings are. But there are decorative things you can do. So you can put up flowers or trees or battle standard or whatever. Make your town all pretty. For all the perfectionists out there. And then also there is actually one more thing. So if you go over here, this is a separate function, but this is the dragon. Basically where you upgrade the bond with your dragon. So not once a day, but once a day for everything that's available, you can give it to whichever dragon. You can swap to whatever dragon you want. As you see right here, these are the dragons I've been doing. And then come over here to the gift panel. And then depending on if you have the rupees for it or not, which in this case I don't right now, you'll build your meter, which is basically, you know, you drag that on them and it'll build the meter. Now the meter is like dragon synergy or something, but essentially as you level it, not only will they give you gifts, but they will also, like here are some of the gifts right here. Pretty good stuff actually, considering that was just bread, succulent dragon fruit, some orbs, and I forget what these are called, but it's like encrusted orb or something. It's for upgrading water stuff. That's pretty good stuff, so make sure that you guys are farm up the money to give all these gifts to whichever dragons you want every day. And like I said, you could swap whichever dragons you want to do. So that's a pretty big function too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the town guide, guys. So I'm sure there's more stuff to unlock in the town for me, but you know, that'll get you to the basics. So hope you guys enjoy this. I will be doing one more video on the raid, and then I'm probably going to call it for Dragalia Lost videos today, because I need to actually go play some of these games I'm covering. And anyways, guys, so I'm ShowtimeDr, ShowtimeDr on Twitch. You can find me there, twitch.tv/ShowtimeDr. You found my YouTube. Check the title notes. There's a link to our Discord there. We got Dragalia Lost and a couple other gaming communities in there, anime heads, etc. Come in, ask questions, share your experiences, and have some fun, get some co-op mates. You know, we have a good group in there. And then also, guys, you found my YouTube, so hit the like button if you enjoyed the content. It helps the channel out. And I will see you in the next Dragalia Lost video. I'm going to be making one for the event. So peace out. Have a great day.